All right, this is Cookie. This is Gina. This is Gina's Jeep. And this is Gina's tire off the bead. We're gonna get it fixed up. Before we get into the trail fix that we ended up doing for Gina's tire, I wanted to tell you a little bit about our trip. So 5 Jeeps from Minnesota road tripped out to the Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch, also called SMORR. It was a pretty fun trip. I had the opportunity to take 2 of my sons with me. It was a blast. There was a couple Jeep badge trails down there that we hit, one of which is Pee Wee's Crossing. The other one is Guardrail. Pretty fun scenic trails out there. So when we got at the end of Pee Wee's Crossing, there was this obstacle I saw kind of off to the right, and it's called Double Whammy. So what we didn't know is once you reach the top, there's no trail to or an easy way down. The reason it's called Double Whammy is you got to turn around at the top and come back down. Well, I was trying to go up it with Rusty Jack, and I kind of got into a bad spot and I wasn't able to get traction. I felt like I was going to break something. It was still early in the day, so I didn't want to break, before we even had lunch or anything. Gina, in her 2-door JK, decided to attempt Double Whammy, and she did awesome. She basically has no fear, so she took the trail head on, made it a good. We got up about halfway, a little bit more than halfway. Woo! And that's when we got a radio call saying that there's no way out the backside. We have to come all the way down. So we were on this pretty steep ledge obstacle. We were just about to winch over it when we got the call, and we decided, well, it's about lunchtime. We should probably head back down, go grab some lunch. So head back down, Double Whammy, and then made our way back to I made it back down to the camping area, so we could stop for lunch and whatever. So anyway, on the way back, got a radio call that Gina had a flat. So we stopped, went back, assessed the situation, saw that she actually lost a bead on one of her rear tires. So what we ended up doing was we basically just changed the tire. We didn't want to attempt to air it up and get the bead back on, kind of on the trail, since we were already heading back for lunch. So we ended up heading back for lunch, and then we tried ratcheting the tire down to help it set on the bead while we pumped air into it. I'd never really done that before, so it was a really fun experience. So we ended up getting the tire back on the bead using that ratchet and air pump method. And then we discovered the reason that the tire went flat. There was a small cut in the sidewall that was slowly leaking air. So we figure when we were trying to go up Double Whammy, she was kind of giving it the beans. Might have just kind of skidded over and hit a sidewall. Got a little small puncture in the side, and then just kind of on the way back, it just finally let loose and lost the bead. She ended up having to run the spare the rest of the trip, which held, and then was able to actually drive all the way back from Missouri back to Minnesota on that spare. Yeah, the SMORR trip was totally awesome. It was a 600+ mile trip to get down there. We only wheeled it for one day. There's 1,000+ acres of terrain. We barely touched it. I'd highly recommend going. There was all kinds of recovery opportunities. There was Toyota's stuck. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. So hope you liked the video. Hope you liked my story about Gina's tire. Definitely trips like that and experiences like that create a bonding experience with everyone involved. It was a lot of fun. So like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hope to see you guys out on the trail.